Their motto is their mission, so that no one faces cancer alone. The cancer support community of Central Ohio provides patients, survivors, their family with incredible resources at absolutely no charge. And in just a few weeks, they will host their biggest fundraiser of the year. We are talking about the 2015 Night of Chocolate. And as the name implies, it's an evening of decadence and dedication to the cause. So joining me to fill us in on all the details, we have board member Steve Weil. So thanks for being here, Steve.
Thanks for having me, Robin.
So we're both board members of this incredible organization, so we know all the amazing things it does. But for all the viewers out there who aren't familiar with it, fill us in on what the cancer support community is all about.
Well, the Cancer Support Community, it's a national organization. We've been in Columbus for about a dozen years, and to put it simply, we help people that get the bad news, you've got cancer. We have a lot of programs. We really help people take charge of their cancer and to deal with it in the best way they can.
And I think one of the biggest things is we get to see a lot of the examples of people that come and they say, this has changed my life. There are things that, I learned here that I didn't think I would learn. And so they go beyond just the physical. You always hear of the therapy classes, but these are things that offer them education. I mean, cancer support community, they deal with the whole person.
Yeah, it's, when you get the bad news, when you've got cancer, it's an emotional time. And it's tough to get through that. So from the mental standpoint, you've got to do something. You've got to strengthen it up. You've got to figure that, hey, I've got to get some control over this. There's things that you can do to help yourself get better. We can do it through nutrition. We do it through exercise programs, cooking. We do a lot of group sessions where people get to talk about what are some of the best practices, what's going on, how can I help myself through this, and it is empowering. You've seen some of these people that come into come to our board meetings and profess, right?
And talk about how their family members are involved too, which is a big part of it because a lot of people kind of neglect the caregiver. And Cancer Support Community really takes the entire family and says, this is a journey. We're going to help you all get through it.
Yeah, sometimes I think it's worse for the family than the individual. And the individual doesn't want to burden their family, and they don't really know how to get their family involved and what are the parameters. And we kind of help everybody, the entire family, through that process so people can focus on getting well and just dealing with the best way they can deal with it.
And the best part, Steve, which we like to tell people is, what is the cost to all of these patients?
We don't charge a cent. When you get cancer, it can be financially draining.
Sure. And
emotionally too, obviously. So we don't charge anything. Now, we're scratching and clawing for money because we don't get big government checks. And so we're always looking for donations, and which probably brings us to Night of Chocolate, right?
Exactly, because we depend on fundraisers. Cancer Support Community, that's how we raise our big money. One of the biggest, or the biggest, is coming up in September, Night of Chocolate, which is why we're surrounded by all these delicious things. So what's that night all about, Steve?
Okay, so it's September 18th. At the Hollywood Casino. They are really generous. They throw this big bash for us.
Huge party.
Huge party. There were 1,000 people last year. You talk about chocolate. I think we had something like, I don't know, was it 25,000 pieces of chocolate? There's all kinds of food, carvings, you name it, and great drinks, obviously. That was fun, right?
Right.
And we raise a lot of money for the cancer support community. What's really cool is 98% of the proceeds, the ticket sales, the sponsorships, goes right back to us because we have generous donators such as Hollywood Casino.
Exactly. And the night is full of, like you said, some of the events that go on. There's also a silent auction and a live auction. And those are some of the big ones that bring in money for us and that people really get invested in because that's fun. It's fun to get there and bid, right?
It's fun to get, and you get great deals too, right?
Right, exactly. So that's going to be there. How do people get tickets? We want people to know that first and foremost.
Okay, so let's make sure I've got this right. First of all, you could go to nightofchocolate.com, and that'll actually take you to a ticket site.
Okay.
And you could actually buy tickets online. And I think it's cancersupportohio.com. Did I get that right?
.org.
.org.
Close.
Sorry, thank you. Okay, I'm today at the board meeting, right? CancerSupportOhio.org or nightofchocolate.com, either one. And you can come and you can buy tickets. And you know what? I think you're going to have a great time. Everybody says it's the best event in Columbus.
It literally is the greatest event. I've been going now. This will be the 3rd year. It's
Great.
an amazing time. So we want everybody to go out there. The websites are on your screen. Buy the tickets. 98% of that going back to cancer support community. So
That's pretty amazing. That's pretty amazing, right? So it's just like making a donation, and you're going to have a great time.
All right, Steve, I want to thank you for being with us, and hopefully we see everybody out there.
Fantastic. Hope to see you.